Stacy Martinez, and I'm here to tell you about the fascinating world of electricity. So to start with the basics, I'm going to talk about the power formula for electricity. And this is known as the power triangle, and it's separated into three individual sectors, which I am going to talk about individually now. Our first up is power. It's represented by the letter P, and it is measured in watts, which is 1 ampere by a voltage. Consider it as a combined force of pressure and flow, which can be calculated by having our current times our voltage. Next up is current, which is represented by the letter I, and it is measured in ampere, which is the electrical charge by 1 second. Consider it as the flow of water. We can find a current by having our watt, or power, divided by our voltage. Which brings us to our last one, voltage, which is represented by the letter V. It is measured in volts, which is 1 joule per second. Consider it as the pressure in which the water is flowing through. Therefore, to calculate our voltage, we have our power, or watts, divided by our current. Which brings us back to our power triangle. Which is an easy way to remember what equations to use to figure out what we need to find. For example, if we want to figure out our power, we have to multiply current by our voltage. But if we want to find current, we have to have our power divided by our voltage to find current. Pretty easy. Therefore, it is important for us to know this because electricity has become such a huge part of our life. And for example, in a line of work, an electrician like yours truly, is important to know that we do not over exceed the power needed. For example, if I need a light, I need to power a room full of 30 light bulbs, and each light bulb requires 60 watts of energy. That's 1,800 watts. That is a lot. So I need to figure out something. So by looking at the chart, I can do some calculations. For example, a 12 gauge can carry 20 amps safely. And if I have 1,800 divided by 20, which is equal to 90 volts, which is